So you growing up in was it LA?
LA, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up half of my life in Koreatown and the other half in Torrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how
So,
like in LA there's a big gang culture. How did you not get swept up into that? Because you were already out. You was out in the streets.
So I'm genuinely, and it's a rare thing. It's something that I pride myself on. It's like one of the most things that I pride myself on is I could leave this podcast and I could go pull up on like my big homie who's like a Crip or a Blood or from some hood killer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I could go have dinner with a billionaire. And then I could go to Skid Row on my way home and stop by and talk to Miss Sweeney, who's the homeless woman on the corner. And then I can articulate I can relate to anyone.
Right.
Like I have a lot of friends who are from hoods in LA, like a lot of crazy ass homies, right? But they respect me. And hood niggas, they see me out. Like you wouldn't even believe, like on my community line, like niggas who are really about it, they're like, yo, I fuck with you, bro. Like you did.
Right.
So
because you speak in a language that they don't really speak. Like they don't get that every day.
100%.
And you black, so you from with their environment.
Exactly. So, just growing up, niggas never really pressed me. The only story I could give you with gang culture is I had a homie. I ain't gonna say his name, but when he met me, he was like, "You soft, nigga, you soft." And I was like, he was like older than me. And when my mom was at work, I would go like be at his crib, just fuck off or whatever. And he was like, "Yo, come with me to the hood, right?" I was like, and I'm a nerd at this point. Like I'm a nerd, you know. So we go to his hood, and we in this parking lot, and I'm just like chilling, not expecting nothing. His homies pull up, "What's up? What's up?" And I was like, "Yo, this the nigga." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yo, get that nigga." And they beat the shit out of me. Like they just beat my ass.
And this is a guy you was chilling with?
It's my homie. And I was like, so after I was fucked up, and he was like, "Get yourself back up." Right. And this is like some hood politics shit because he didn't even look at it as some fucked up shit. He looked at it as like, you a man now, you know, like how fucking stupid is that? But, you know.
What'd you learn from that about yourself?
To duck. You know, I mean, whatever doesn't kill you make you stronger, man. It's crazy the lives certain people are living, bro. Like just think about the whole concept of gang culture, right? Mm-hmm. Like so many people who look like us have died, never coming back over nothing, over a color or over a block that they don't own, peoples don't own, over beef that was like, it's a program. And anyone who's watching this who's still caught up in this, like, you might be offended or you might not, but you really are programmed to a matrix that was created to enslave your mind and to make you hate yourself. Cause you know, this hood nigga that I know, one of my homies was like, "Yo, we would drive down the street and we would just find a nigga that looked like us, and just bust on that nigga." So you looking for someone that looked like you,
right?
So you just hate yourself. But it's not, like I said, you got to be able to find empathy because is it their fault?
Right.
They were raised in that environment. Their parents are probably like, you know, drug addicts, crazy shit. Not this doesn't speak for everyone because every situation is different. But when you're born in a war zone, all you know is war. So,
that's what you grow up doing. And if you aren't exposed to another way of living, then that's just what you know.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna continue to perpetuate that negative cycle all throughout.
I think Pac was trying to do this, but like I've always had this vision of me eventually picking up or trying, but like, you know, imagine really like unifying every hood, right? And then creating some type of mission statement where like we buy the blocks, we renovate the blocks, we create a. See, damn, that's so crazy because like Nip was on the same shit.
Bro, you already know.
Yeah, Nip was on the same shit. But it's so crazy when you do that, you end up getting murdered by the same motherfuckers you trying to help. So Malcolm X. It's a really
It's-
fucked up
So
system.
the list goes on, man.
It's a fucked up cycle. But
Yeah, I mean, it's when you challenge the matrix, you have the agents who are going to come after you in any form. It could be somebody who looks like you.
Yeah.
It could be the white man, in a government building somewhere, because at that point, you're a danger to them. You're challenging the system that's designed to kill you and your people.
yeah.
So when you're out here trying to save lives, man, you gotta really stay focused and vigilant, because they'll come after you so many different types of ways. They'll come after you with women. They'll sick them women on you.
It's one of the first
your
ways.
weakness.
I mean, I seen this yesterday. Like, the first thing they'll do is imprison you for something that you didn't do. Or, no, the first thing they'll do is make you seem like you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, because once you make someone crazy, then people stop listening to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the second thing, if that doesn't work, is they'll imprison you for some shit you didn't do. They'll say you touched somebody. They'll say you did this in prison. And if you still got influence, then they'll just off you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something that Andrew Tate preaches a lot. Because I don't know if you're familiar with Andrew Tate.
Of course.
Yeah, but they doing the exact same thing to him. First, they said that he's selling sex trafficking women. I've looked all through the case, man. It's nothing there at all. So now they just got him on house arrest.
He don't even seem like the type. But I mean, he is masculine and all that, but the vibe and the spirit, he don't even seem like the type of nigga that'll do that. But I don't know. I don't know, but it just doesn't spiritually.
He's definitely not. Like you can look at a person and you get a vibe.
Yeah, like I know a guy who would be sex trafficking. You look at it, oh, he's a slum,
right.
he's a scumbag.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. We Are God album on Instagram. You released that on Instagram.
Yep.
How was that received by your audience?
I mean, it was kind of the spark for a lot of things. For people who don't know, pre-COVID, or during COVID, I dropped an album called We Are God. I don't even know how I got that name. I just remember it came to me one day and it was like, We Are God. And I was supposed to sign with Rodney Jerkins. And I told him I want to drop an album called We Are God. And he said, What?
No, I mean the when you gave him that name, he's like, I don't know if that's gonna work.
No, he said it's not gonna work. Like, we could do a deal, but you're gonna have to change the name because he's very Christian and he's like, there's only one God, Lord, Savior, and Jesus Christ. So, but something like compelled me to say We Are God is like a mantra because I genuinely believe we are.
Yeah,
we are an extension of everything. Like, you are the chair, you are the floor. You're the room. Even from like a quantum physics standpoint, like your energy, right? Energy doesn't begin and it doesn't end. So if you're looking at you energetically, you're just a big force field, right? Molecules bouncing off each other. And so is the chair. So if you don't stop and you don't start, and neither does the chair and neither does the floor, you're technically one with everything. And if you look around this room, I created this mantra, this audiobook, this way of being called Imagination Time. Like, can you look around this room and tell me one thing that wasn't created by someone's imagination?
Every single thing in here. You have God, the creator of the natural world, and then you have man that creates everything within the natural world.
Right.